we are on video number 7 for map assignment number 6. And let's dive in and do some LMBC. Please, I hope you've watched the Meyer video on LMBC. It explains what you're doing, and you get to hear Bob talk, and it's very informative. Let's look at side view, of course, and do a prediction at 250 hertz. We're working at 250 now. Do side view like this using the left array section, and now take a screenshot of everything for me. I want to see it all. I want to see it all. I want to see what you're doing, and name it 250, no LMBC dot, your last name, your first name. Okay, and of course, look at it and think about it for a moment, and you can see that there is at 250 hertz, there is indeed a central beam that's aiming down the middle of the venue, and the closer seats and the farther seats are seeing reduced level of 250, and that's what we're going to try to steer. You've already done the hard work. This is not difficult. You're going to find this very easy. You've already granularized your array. You've already put all your elements on individual channels, so this is very simple to do. What you're going to do is go over to here to map and go to your processor settings and dive into this LMBC, low mid beam control tab here. You haven't used it before. We're going to want to name your array. You're only using one array. Everything's in mono, so we're going to call that mains. You're going to turn on the LMBC, and you're going to you've got two choices here: beam spread and steer up. Beam spread will spread it the mids out, which is pretty useful in say a tall venue where you're trying to cover top and bottom. Steer up is really what we want to do here because we're using a longer venue, so we're going to use steer up. Elements per output, you've got one box per output processor. You're going to start with output number 1, and you're going to use all 16 elements, and it will warn you if it's not happy, but as long as you copy these, you should be fine. And what's it actually doing in the background? Well, if you look at the output processing, you will see the phase response of the all-pass filter, and it changes for all of the boxes. That all-pass, that polarity, it's not polarity, that phase, that 180 out phase change response changes across the array, and you'll see the results in a moment. You'll go to 250 and do a prediction, and we'll go look over here and see what the effect is here. Here is 250 without LMBC, and you can see the lobe I was talking about a moment ago, and here's 250 with LMBC, and you can see it just basically steered the lobe up, but that gives us here on the venue seating floor totally even, that light green color throughout the venue. Take a screenshot of this, please, the whole screen, and name it 250 LMBC dot your name, your last name, your first name. Please compare and contrast your previous and this screenshot. Make sure your stuff looks like mine and it makes sense. It's not hard to do this. You may want to check it out in isometric as well. This is without LMBC at 250. This is with LMBC at 250, and you can see that's quite a bit nicer. You may even, if you have a few minutes, it takes a few minutes to do this, but try at other frequencies. This is the same LMBC we just did. Try an octave down, an octave above 250. 125 you can see, and it's hard to see the venue line here, but it's right there. Has definitely improved with LMBC. This little lobe here has kind of been steered up. So 125 hertz looks pretty good. 250 we just looked at. 500, however, looks a little bit different. This is without LMBC, and this is with LMBC, and careful analysis to me shows that 500 actually gets worse with LMBC. Not by much. I think it would probably be worth the trade-off for 125 and 250 to improve. So with this done, save your file, and we're ready for submission, which isn't too difficult for this one. You should have your map file, of course, named correctly, and 4 screenshots named correctly. Put them in a folder and compress that folder. Give that folder this particular name here, map6 _ last name _ first name, and upload this bugger to Canvas. Okay, hope you had a good time with this one. This one's cool.